With my first pregnancy, I packed a lot of stuff. We obviously don't know the gender, so it's very gender neutral, so you know, it's not based around having a girl or based around having a boy. But definitely get your hands on something like this. 5 long sleeve onesies. These are all in the size newborn. Again, all gender neutral. Definitely not too big because like, ouch. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm officially 31 weeks pregnant with baby number 2. Time is just flying by. As I said in my last video, I'm pretty much packed. I'm pretty much ready to go. I remember with my first pregnancy, when it came to packing my hospital bag, I sort of didn't know what I was doing, what did I actually need. And everyone you speak to is going to have a different opinion of what they need. It obviously depends on how long you're going to be staying in the hospital, what type of birth you're having, and all that sort of stuff. With my first pregnancy, I packed a lot of stuff. And everyone said, you're not going to need it, that's way too much stuff to pack, your bag's too big, the baby doesn't need all that sort of stuff, you're only there for 24 hours. I was like, no, that's what I feel comfortable with, I know I have everything. Turns out, I ended up staying in hospital with my son for 5 days. I used everything and more in my hospital bag. I actually needed to go buy things while I was there. Same with the baby bag. Everyone's like, you're not going to need that many outfits, you're not going to need nappies, you're not going to need... Turns out, yes I did. So this time I am well prepared for all the extra little things that could go wrong. Fingers crossed everything's nice and smooth, and we're in and out in 24 hours. But history shows me it doesn't always go that way. So what I decided to do today was show you guys what I've packed in my baby's hospital bag. Originally I was going to do a video where I showed what's in my hospital bag and what's in baby's hospital bag, but I thought the video would go way too long. So I'm just going to do them in separate videos. We obviously don't know the gender, so it's very gender neutral, so you know, it's not based around having a girl or based around having a boy. We didn't find out with Andre either, so we really enjoyed the surprise, so I sort of know what to pack for it to go either way. So a lot of people say the baby doesn't need much. Technically no, but as I said, I'm a worst case scenario person, and I like to be organised and prepared for anything. Last time I was in there for so long, Andre needed clothes, he needed nappies, he needed the whole lot. So this is the bag I'll be taking for baby. This is just the baby bag I used for Andre as well. Obviously we don't use it for him anymore and it's still in perfect condition, so we're going to use it again this time. Yeah, so I'll show you what I've got in there. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a few different blankets that I'm going to bring. I'm bringing 3 small muslin wraps. So I've just got like a pale greeny blue one, a white one and a colourful one. These are great to wrap your baby in. Some people only bring 1 or 2. I just don't like the hospital ones. I feel like they're really clinical and they can be quite hot. Andre was a really hot baby. He hated to be restricted. We never ended up swaddling him, but they're good to have anyway. As I said, these are the small ones. And then I have one really large one, which is great to throw over the car seat or when you're trying to breastfeed to cover yourself. So that one's just got little bunny rabbits on it. It's really cute. So the next one I've got packed is more of a bunny rug. It's a bit thicker, the material is a bit more stretchy. I found that I used these more than the swaddles when I had Andre. I just find them a lot softer and a lot warmer. I am having bubs in winter, so it will be quite chilly. And they're very versatile. It's good to have at least one with you. So the last type of blanket I'm bringing is just this crocheted white blanket. And that's just more for photos. So when visitors come or when the baby's first born, we can wrap bubs in this one and it just looks really nice for photos. It just adds something a bit different, a bit more dressy and fancy, without having to dress baby up too much. The next thing I have packed in the bag are just some essential singlets. They're all newborn bond singlets. They've all been washed. They're nice and soft and folded. A lot of them are sort of more on the boys' side. To me, they're gender neutral colours. They're not pink, they're not blue. They're greys, greens, whites and yellows. But either way, they're going to be under the baby's clothes. It doesn't really matter what colour they are. They're just there to keep bubs warm. So the next thing I have packed for baby are 5 long sleeve onesies. These are all in the size newborn. Again, all gender neutral. These definitely come in handy. I do have 5 fingers crossed we're not there to use all of them. But as I said, I'd rather be safe than sorry. When you're picking clothes for baby, try and make sure that you can access easily. This one just has a zipper down the side. I prefer zippers over buttons. Buttons are really time consuming, and when you're stressed and you're tired to try and get them to match up, it just never works. So yeah, I definitely like zippers. So yeah, they're in the size newborn, but I also have 2 long sleeve onesies in 0 to 3 months. When Dre was born, he definitely fit into the newborns, but you never know how big your baby's gonna be. Hopefully not too big, because like, ouch. But you never know, so I do have 2 bigger options just in case. So I went and also got 2 other onesies. I got a white one and a grey one. These ones are long sleeve, but they're short at the bottom. So that way, if baby's wrapped up, they don't always need long clothes. It just depends on how warm or cold your hospital is. Where I was the first time, every day was different. And it just makes changing nappies easy. And as I said, they're wrapped up most of the time anyway. But I definitely like to have variety for the baby. Speaking of having variety in clothes, I have 5 short sleeve onesies as well for the baby. These range, I think I've got 2 newborn size and 3 0 to 3 months. And that's just, again, because I don't know what the weather's going to be, how hot it's going to be in the hospital room, whether baby's in the NICU, whether it's with me, whether we're outside. It just really all depends. Now with my first baby, I thought the going home outfit was so important. I was so fussed about it, but at the end of the day, you're literally leaving the hospital and going up the road and normally going straight home. So this time what I ended up packing was just 2 like tights, both in newborn size, and then 2 shirts. So I've got 1 t-shirt and 1 long sleeve shirt. I'm pretty sure the baby's still just going to be in a onesie, but again, just to have that option. And as I said, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy, but if I feel like I need to dress it up a little bit, I also am bringing a little grey vest, which I think is absolutely beautiful, which would go with both those outfits or any of the onesies. If I find that's not warm enough and I just want to add something a little bit extra, I've got this white cotton hoodie. It's quite thick, it's quite warm, and it's got little ears on the top. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is 0 to 3 months, so it might be a bit big on baby, but it will do the job of keeping them warm. So what I'm about to show you now, I didn't actually have in the hospital bag with Andre. I really wish I did, because he didn't like to be swaddled, as I said. So even as a newborn, he did kick his blankets off, and he did that forever. So this time I've decided to bring just a newborn sleeping bag. That way baby can be wrapped up and still be warm down the bottom and have their legs free if they wish. So the next thing I'm about to show you are not a necessity, but they definitely helped me, and I did this at home and we never had any accidents. So I've got just these 2 sort of like, they're like mats, and I just put them in the bassinet, even in the hospital, just under bubs, so that if the baby makes mess or we have any blowouts, we don't have to change the whole bed. We've just got this. It does have a protective lining at the back, so it won't go through. I have so many of these at home, and I do recommend to grab something like that if you are going to be a new mum, because there's nothing worse than having to change the bed every time the baby goes to the toilet, because there will be accidents. That's just part of the fun, but definitely get your hands on something like this. Inside the baby's hospital bag, I also have this little mesh bag. Inside the bag, I have 3 pairs of baby socks. I have a Nike pair, a Chuck Taylor pair, and just a normal pair. And I also have a pair of mittens, just because babies like to have their hands up near their face, and they normally have really sharp nails, and they're just too little to cut yet. Just so baby doesn't scratch or anything, I've just brought these along as well. And I've also bought 4 baby face cloths as well. I just keep them in the bag just to make sure that they stay clean. So as well as the face cloths, I have a towel for Bubs as well. I'm not planning on bathing the baby in the hospital, just because obviously the longer you wait the better, just because they do have a protective film on their skin. But as I said, I don't know how long I'm going to be in there. If for some reason we're in there for longer than a week, I think baby will need a bath. But so I just want to make sure that baby did have their own towel, which is nice and soft, and I know it's all clean. I also have another mesh bag, which just has a few little baby bonnets in it. So I've got a white one, a Nike one, which Dre wore, and a grey one as well. And I've also bought one bib. You won't need a bib, especially with the amount of clothes that I have. I can just change the baby, but it's sort of good to just have one there anyway. So I've also packed 2 dummies. Yes, one's pink. That is no indication of what I'm having. That's just what was in the shop at the time. There's a pink and a yellow one. I don't plan on giving the baby a dummy. I didn't give Dre a dummy until he was 6 months old and he was teething. But again, I'm hoping not to give the baby a dummy, but I don't know. It might be something we actually need. So just in case, I do have some ready to go. I haven't sterilized them yet because I'm still hoping I'm not going to need them, but they are there just in case. So the next thing I've packed is just a little glass bottle. Again, it's not washed because I am hoping that I can exclusively breastfeed. I had my heart set on that with Andre, but due to a few different reasons, we weren't able to breastfeed with Andre. I was just expressing and he was fed through a bottle, but I didn't have that prepared last time, so I'm hoping that we won't need it, but I do have one there just in case. I do like the pigeon ones. They're glass, they're easy to clean, and they're quite strong. And Andre liked these teats the best, so I thought I'd go with these for baby number 2 as well. So along with the bottle, I also bought a box of formula. Hopefully I won't need it, but it is there just in case, just because last time the ward had actually run out of formula, and we wanted it at night and we had to wait till the next morning until the chemist was open, which I don't want to be stuck in that position again. So just to be safe, I do have my own box of formula as well. I've also packed just 50 scented nappy bags, just because baby's poo smells really bad, and you know, in the middle of the night, the last thing you want to smell is newborn poo. So it's much nicer to have scented nappy bags to wrap them in. I have 50 of them in baby's bag and I have 50 of them in my bag as well. I also have 30 fragrance-free antibacterial wipes just for my hands or to clean over anything that we need touching or surfaces. In the hospital you probably won't need them because they do have their own antibacterial soaps and wipes and things like that, but I like to have some in the baby bag just in case we might not be on the ward and I need to change the baby or something like that. So it's good to have something just to wipe your hands down. So I've also packed some pseudo cream in the bag as well. This is just for if baby has dry skin, gets a nappy rash or anything like that. It's just good to have with you. Out of all the nappy creams I've used, I really like pseudo cream the best. It seems the most gentle and it's the thickest, so it doesn't transfer and it does actually stay where you put it. So it does have zinc in it, so it's pretty safe for your baby. Yeah, this is definitely my nappy cream of choice. So the next thing I'm bringing is just a baby starter pack. The hospital provide Johnson's. I do not like Johnson's & Johnson's. I've heard really bad things about it and the ingredients seem really strong. So Gaia, I think is how you say it, is quite natural. So in this pack you get a baby massage oil, a baby moisturizer, baby shampoo, a sleep time bath and a bath and body wash. If I was to bath Barbs or if I did need anything along those lines, I know I have these and I don't have to use anything too harsh. I'm also packing some newborn nappies. Most hospitals do provide nappies for the baby, and we didn't have great experiences last time, but last time the hospital were running quite short and they were quite tight on nappies, which surprised me. I'm going to be in a different hospital this time, so hopefully we don't have that problem. But yeah, I do have some of my own nappies. I like these. These are just the Huggies ones. I use Baby Love as they get older, but I find for newborn, the newborn size of Huggies fit better. They do have like a wetness indicator and stuff on them as well. I know that they're fine for sensitive skin because Dre has really sensitive skin and they never irritated him, and I find they don't leak. So these are definitely my nappy of choice. I know you can get more biodegradable and more environmentally friendly nappies. It's definitely something I will look into once baby's born. But for now, I'm just going with what I know, just to be safe than sorry. As I said, I'm a very much safe than sorry person. I'll just repeat that one more time. I'm definitely a creature of habit. So yeah, that's what I recommend for now. If I find nappies along the way that change my mind and I like better, I will let you guys know. I'm also bringing my own pack of water baby wipes. So these are the Curash Simply Water. So these are 99% water. They are formulated for newborns as well. They're safe to use. A lot of hospitals don't let you use wipes. They try and make you use cotton wool. But realistically, that first poo that baby does is not cotton wool friendly. I didn't have to deal with it last time. Justin got the pleasure of changing Dre's first nappy. God love him, but it definitely wasn't pretty. So I do have my own water wipes. That way it's my baby, my choice. If we need to use them, we will. As I said, they are ideal for newborn. They're dermatologically tested and they're irritant free, and they're quite soft. They don't have any soap or paraben in them, and they're alcohol free and they're pH balanced. So these are great for babies, and they're not overly expensive, and you can get them in 3 packs for like $12. And the very last thing I'm bringing for the baby are 2 little cuddle toys. There's one black and white panda one, which is a new one. And this is just an elephant one, which Dre actually had when he was young. It's quite big though, so we'll just say which one we prefer. We can mix it up, the baby can have both. A lot of people don't bring toys in because they're scared of SIDS. Look, with a newborn, you're constantly watching them. You just have to use common sense. Don't have them near their face. Newborns don't move around much. It's not like the baby's going to pull it on themselves and suffocate themselves either. I was really scared of everything. I was overprotective with Andre. I wrapped him in cotton wool, but at the end of the day, you just need to use your common sense and baby will be okay. Your instincts are definitely going to steer you in the right direction. One more thing. I also bought 2 little packets of Little Eyes. They're just sterilized wipes, so if baby has any gunk around their eyes, you can just gently wipe with these. They're really safe, and as I said, they're sterile. Some newborns can get quite gunky. They can get snotty, they can get quite mucousy just because they have come out of a water environment into a dry environment. So sometimes the body really struggles to get rid of everything, and it just takes it a little bit longer. So I'm just taking 2 of these. I didn't need them with Dre until about a week later, but just to have them just in case. So that's what's in my baby bag. As I said, I do have a lot of stuff. I do overpack, but that's what makes me comfortable. As I said, I did a very similar thing with my first pregnancy, and I ended up using it because I ended up staying there longer than expected. With my first pregnancy, I went in with a plan. I was going to have a drug-free birth. It was going to be really, you know, zen, and I was going to breastfeed, and we're going to go home 24 hours later. You know, the baby was going to sleep all the time. My body was going to bounce back like that. I've definitely learnt from that experience. For me now, I don't go in there with a plan. My plan is to give birth and do what's best for myself and the baby. Whatever happens, happens. You know, we make plan and God laughs at you because he knows what's going to happen. I just want to be ready for all options or any chances or anything that may happen. It just allows me to sleep easier at night as well. But yeah, that's what's in my baby bag. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a first time mum, or you're pregnant, you're looking to get pregnant, or even a second or third time mum and you just need a refresher, I really hope that this video was educational for you and just helped spark a few little things that you may have forgotten. Obviously, when you go to the hospital, make sure you've got your car seat ready to go to bring baby home. I really advise that you go and get it installed professionally and make sure it's in properly. It will cost you some money, but you can't put a price on safety, especially with your kids, and you never know. You hope for the best and prepare for the worst. So thank you for being here on my channel. Thank you for watching this video. If you did like this video and you found it helpful and informative, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel out. I would love to see you back here on my channel. If you would like to see more of my videos, please don't leave without clicking that subscribe button and hitting the little bell button next to it so you get notified every time I upload. If you have any questions about any other things in my hospital bag, or you have any suggestions, or I have forgotten something, please let me know down below in the comments. Obviously, baby brain is real. There is a high potential I have forgotten something, even though I have got so much stuff around me. But yeah, to all my beautiful ladies who are watching and they're pregnant and they're preparing for the birth of their child, don't worry about anything. Don't be scared, don't be nervous. It is the most beautiful moment and experience of your life. It's absolutely and utterly unforgettable. I wish you the best of luck and all the love in the world, and I really hope to see you back on my channel shortly. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.
Oh my baby, got me staring at you, so I'm crazy. Won't you bend that back for me? we won't stop. Got your feet both locked. You get to fly with me.